Jae S. List staff photographer file. Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Terrance Williams, 83, is congratulated by quarterback Dak Prescott, 4, after he catches a long pass during the afternoon practice at the training camp in Oxnard, Calif, Sunday, August 12, 2018. Jae S. List. The Dallas Morning News. Tim Cowlishaw, sports columnist for SportsDailyFW.com and the Dallas Morning News, author of Drunk on Sports and panelist on ESPN's Around the Horn, answered questions about the Cowboys, Rangers, Mavericks, Stars and college sports in his reader mailbag. Here are some highlights. Cowboys. Will Sean Lee finish his career as a Cowboy, or do you think he'd be willing to play somewhere else? Cowlishaw, I think it makes more sense for Sean Lee to move on. I know that's not his first choice and that he has loved his time as a Cowboy. But after taking about a month off following the loss in LA, Lee apparently decided he wants to extend his career. There just isn't enough playing time left in Dallas with Leighton Vander Esch and Jalen Smith in town. Q. Do you think Terrance Williams can be a productive receiver elsewhere? Cowlishaw, odds are against him, but I will say this, we talk a lot about how Dez suffered after Tony Romo left. It might be nothing compared to what happened to Williams. He was a 16 yards per catch guy for 3 years and a TD producer 1 year, 11 including playoffs in 2014, with Romo or even Romo's failed backups in charge. In his time with Doc, the numbers dropped quickly to 13 yards, then 10 yards per catch. His catch percentage went up, which means he was only getting short targets with Doc but got some catchable balls down the field from Romo. So if he's motivated to save his career and can get with a downfield passer, he has an outside chance. Q. Someone is bound to sign David Irving just on his talent, but do you think there's still an actual career in front of him, or are there too many off-field issues? Cowlishaw, I think the off-the-field issues need to disappear for at least a year before I think about him having a future as any kind of impact player like we saw in 2017. Q. Do you think Jason Witten would make a good coach? Think we'll ever see him on an NFL sideline one day? Cowlishaw, there is an assumption what Witten would be a great coach, but I'm not certain. Great players mostly become frustrated with players who are far from great and, in Witten's case, far less motivated to work hard to succeed. Maybe he loves the game so much he can get around that. A lot of the great ones cannot. Q. Should the Cowboys bring back Tavon Austin? Seems like the perfect candidate for someone like Kellen Moore to use creatively on offense. Cowlishaw, Tavon had the big play against New York early in the season, but he has now had 6 years with the Rams and Cowboys to show what he can do, and it usually isn't much. If they want to bring him back, that's fine, but I don't see him as a slot replacement for Cole Beasley. Q. Will Jason Garrett ever hold another NFL HC job when his time in Dallas comes to an end? Cowlishaw, I think it's probable unless he stays here longer than anticipated. Before he got the Cowboys job, he interviewed for others and could have coached the Baltimore Ravens. While Cowboys fans are frustrated with the lack of advancement in the playoffs, he has a much better winning record than many of the coaches who get recycled through the league. So there's no reason to think he won't get another chance after he's gone from Dallas.